Okay, here's the Chapter 5 review, Parts 1 and 2, 2021. First of all, if you're rounding estimating with fractions, you round it to closest 0, 1/2, or whole. You can think about this as 0/8, 4/8, or 8/8, or you could put any number in there as the denominator. If you're doing a mixed number, it's to the nearest whole. So 4 3/4, is it closer to 4 or 5? Well, it's closer to 5. So we just call it 5 because 3/4 is more than 1/2. Okay, first question here, 4 4/5. Well, this is closer to 0, half, or whole. It's closer to a whole. And 1/16, that's barely anything. So 1 plus 0 would equal 1. 7/8, well, that's closer to 5. So we'll just call it 5. And 2 1/10 is closer to 2. 5 minus 2 is 3. Estimating products or quotients, same thing, same rules, we're just multiplying. 2 4/5, is it closer to 2 or 3? Well, it's 4 out of 5, that's almost a whole pie, so it's closer to 3. And times 5 5/8, well, 5/8 is more than a half, so it's really times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. This 131 1/2, when it's right in the middle like that, always round up. So this is 32. And 3 7/8, is it closer to 3 or 4? Well, you have 7 out of 8. It's really closer to 4. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So these are your answers to the first 4. Expressed mixed numbers as impropers. Well, 1 1/2. You multiply down. Miss Carlton calls it the hook. You multiply down and you add up. So 1 times 2 is 2, plus 1 is 3/2. 7 2/3. 7 times 3 plus the 2 is 23/3. 7 times 3 is 21, plus 2 is 23. Here we have to express these improper fractions as mixed numbers. Most of you can do it in your head, but we do 14 divided by 5. It goes in there 2 times. 2 times 5 is 10. When we subtract out, we have 4 left. 4 is smaller than 5, so here's our answer, 2 4/5. 2 wholes and 4 pieces out of 5 is another way of thinking about that. 18/4. Well, we can put it in there 4 times, would be 16. We subtract it. We've got 2. That's smaller than 4, so we're done. So it's 4 2/4, which can be reduced to 4 1/2. All right, slide down here. Get the bottom half. Multiplying fractions and mixed numbers. Please rewrite them like this on the test. Look to see if you've got anything that you can reduce diagonally. We got nothing. So 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 4 is 8. We're done. 7/8 times 4/5. Look diagonally. We got something. They're both even numbers. I could divide it by 2 or 4, but I'll divide by 4 because it's the biggest. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. We can't do anything the other way, so we can just multiply across. We got 7/10. 7 times 1, 2 times 5. Okay, 2 1/2 times 3. Well, you have to get it into an improper fraction. And we're just going to make 3 into a fraction by putting it over 1. So 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5/2. We got nothing diagonally in either direction, so we just multiply across. We have 15 over 2. 15 divided by 2, it goes in there 7 times. That's 14. We subtract out, we have 1 left over. Here's your answer, 7 1/2. All right, this one is 2 1/2 times 1 1/10. This time we have to put both of them into improper fractions. So 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 5/2 again. 1 times 10 is 10, plus 1 is 11/10. Okay, we look and see if we can do anything. I can divide here by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. And when we multiply that straight across, we can't do anything else. We have 11 on top and 4 on the bottom. That's 11. Slide that over so you can see it. It's 11 divided by 4. It'll go in there What 2 times? 2 times 4 is 8. Subtract it, you got 3 left. 3 is smaller than 4, so we're done. It's 2 3/4. Okay, last one. I have 5 bottles. I'll just make it into a fraction because I know that's what I'm going to do. That I have 5 bottles that are, I forgot the word are, that are all 2/3 full of glue. How much glue do I have? Well, there's 5 bottles that reach this much, so it's just multiplying. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 3 is 3. We can divide that out. 10 divided by 3, it goes in there 3 times, it's 9. You have 1 left over, it's 3 1/3. And finally, I have 6 1/2 candy bars. Mrs. Crothers has 4/5 of what I have. How many candy bars does she have? So she doesn't have as many as me. If she did, it would be times 1, but this is times 4/5. It's close to 1. As a matter of fact, my estimate is even 1. But anyway, let's just run this through. 6 1/2, so this would be 6 times 2 plus 1. This is 13 halves. We're taking that times 4/5. I can reduce this way. 4 divided by 2 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Can't do anything the other way, so 13 times 2 is 26. 1 times 5 is 5. So if I divide that out, 26 divided by 5, it goes in there 5 times, is 25. You subtract it, you got 1 left over. It's 5 1/5. Sorry I went through it so quickly, but unfortunately the audio on the first one didn't work, so I wanted to make sure you could hear me. Thank you.